What if Malaysia is quietly becoming one of the biggest economic threats to its neighbors? For years, Singapore has been Southeast Asia's financial powerhouse, while Thailand has built a reputation as one of the region's biggest tourism and manufacturing destinations. Malaysia, meanwhile, was often seen as the country sitting somewhere in between. But something is changing. Malaysia is attracting massive investment, expanding its semiconductor industry, becoming a major data center hub, strengthening its manufacturing base, and transforming Johor into an increasingly important economic partner and competitor to Singapore. In fact, Malaysia's economy grew by around 6% year-on-year in the second quarter of 2026, while manufacturing and construction both recorded strong growth. So, is Thailand and Singapore really panicking? Not literally. There is no evidence that either country is in a state of panic. But there is a growing competitive pressure, and that is what makes Malaysia's rise so interesting. Malaysia's biggest advantage: location. Malaysia has something that many countries would love to have: location. It sits directly beside Singapore, close to Thailand, along some of the world's most important maritime trade routes. And its geography gives Malaysia an unusual combination of advantages. It has ports, industrial zones, relatively affordable land, natural resources, a large workforce, and access to major Asian markets. For international companies trying to reduce their dependence on China, Malaysia is increasingly attractive. This is part of the global China Plus One strategy, where companies maintain operations in China but establish additional production and supply chain locations elsewhere. Malaysia has become one of the major beneficiaries of this shift. And this is where Singapore starts to face an interesting challenge. Singapore has the money. Malaysia has the space. Singapore is incredibly powerful. It is one of the world's major financial centers, a global shipping hub, and a leading destination for multinational companies. But Singapore has one fundamental limitation: space. Land is extremely limited. Energy and water resources also have to be carefully managed. That means some industries that require enormous amounts of land, electricity, and water can become difficult or expensive to expand inside Singapore. And Malaysia is right next door. Johor, the Malaysian state directly across the water from Singapore, has become one of the biggest beneficiaries of this situation. Malaysia has been developing the Johor-Singapore Special Economic Zone, designed to encourage businesses to operate across both sides of the border. Singapore itself recognizes that deeper integration with Malaysia could create both winners and losers. Singapore's government has openly discussed the need to ensure that economic integration does not simply move activity away from Singapore. That statement reveals something important. Malaysia isn't necessarily replacing Singapore. Instead, the two economies are becoming increasingly connected. And that creates a completely new form of competition. Johor could become Malaysia's secret weapon. Imagine this. You are an international company. You want access to Singapore's financial system, global connections, legal infrastructure, and business ecosystem. But you also need huge amounts of land for factories, warehouses, technology infrastructure, or data centers. Why choose one country? You could potentially use Singapore for high-value financial and corporate activities and Johor for land-intensive operations. That is exactly why the Johor-Singapore economic relationship matters so much. The Special Economic Zone is intended to make this cross-border ecosystem easier. Infrastructure investment is also being directed toward the region, while the Johor-Bahru-Singapore Rapid Transit System is expected to further strengthen connectivity. If successful, Johor could become one of Southeast Asia's most important industrial and technology zones. And Singapore could benefit from it too. But there is a catch. Some companies that might previously have located certain operations in Singapore could now consider Malaysia. That is why Singapore has to watch Malaysia's rise carefully. Then there is the data center boom. Here is where things become even more interesting. Artificial intelligence is creating an enormous global demand for computing power. AI models need data centers. Cloud services need data centers. Streaming, gaming, financial technology, cybersecurity, and digital businesses all need data centers. And these facilities require enormous amounts of electricity, cooling, land, and water. Malaysia has become one of Southeast Asia's fastest-growing data center markets, particularly in Johor. Reuters reported that Malaysia has now surpassed Singapore in the pace of data center growth. Why? Because Malaysia can offer something Singapore cannot easily offer at the same scale. Space. Johor has become a major destination for global technology companies and data center developers. That includes investments connected with major international technology players. And this is not simply about today's economy. Data centers are infrastructure for the future. The country that controls a major share of the region's digital infrastructure could gain enormous strategic importance. Singapore's old advantage is being challenged. For decades, Singapore's formula was simple. Excellent infrastructure. Stable government. Highly skilled workforce. World-class ports. Financial services. Global connectivity. Business-friendly policies. Malaysia isn't going to suddenly outperform Singapore in all of these categories. That would be unrealistic. Singapore remains extremely competitive. But Malaysia doesn't need to beat Singapore at everything. It only needs to become better at certain things. If Malaysia can combine its lower costs and larger land availability with improving infrastructure, skilled workers, manufacturing expertise, and proximity to Singapore, it can capture industries that Singapore cannot accommodate as easily. That is a much more serious competitive challenge. Thailand has a different problem. Thailand's situation is different. Thailand isn't competing with Malaysia primarily because of Singapore-style finance. Instead, the competition is becoming stronger in manufacturing, electronics, technology, logistics, and investment. Thailand has traditionally been one of Southeast Asia's major manufacturing centers. Automobiles are especially important. But global supply chains are changing. Companies are searching for new locations. Electronics and semiconductor industries are becoming more important. And Malaysia already has a long-established role in semiconductor assembly, testing, and related manufacturing. Malaysia is also trying to move further up the technology value chain. That could make competition with Thailand much more intense. Malaysia is becoming a semiconductor powerhouse. The semiconductor industry might be the most important part of this story. You may not notice semiconductors when you use a smartphone, drive a car, operate a computer, or use an AI service. But almost every modern industry depends on them. Malaysia has spent decades building expertise in semiconductor assembly, testing, and packaging. Now the global semiconductor industry is undergoing a massive transformation. The United States and China are competing for technological influence. Companies are diversifying supply chains. And businesses want reliable production locations outside traditional manufacturing centers. Malaysia is perfectly positioned to benefit. The country was already deeply connected to the semiconductor supply chain. Now new investment is pushing the industry toward more advanced activities. That could dramatically increase Malaysia's economic importance. The bigger picture. For years, Southeast Asia's economic story was often presented as a competition between established giants and emerging economies. Singapore was the financial center. Thailand was the tourism and manufacturing powerhouse. Malaysia was the resource-rich manufacturing economy. But that picture is changing. Malaysia is moving into new industries while strengthening old ones. And the timing could not be better. AI is transforming the global economy. Companies are redesigning supply chains. China and the United States are competing for technological influence. And businesses are searching for strategic locations across Asia. Malaysia happens to sit in the middle of all of it. So, are Thailand and Singapore actually panicking about Malaysia? Probably not in the literal sense. But they are definitely paying attention. Singapore knows that Malaysia's rapid growth, especially in Johor, could change the economic balance between the two countries. Thailand knows Malaysia is competing for investment, manufacturing, technology, and supply chain opportunities. And investors are clearly noticing Malaysia. The biggest question isn't whether Malaysia will replace Singapore or Thailand. The real question is, how much bigger can Malaysia's role become in Southeast Asia? If Malaysia successfully manages its resources, attracts high-quality investment, upgrades its semiconductor industry, develops sustainable AI infrastructure, and turns Johor into a truly integrated economic powerhouse, its influence could grow dramatically. And if that happens, the map of Southeast Asian economic power could look very different by the end of this decade. Malaysia may not be trying to defeat its neighbors. It may simply be building an economy that makes everyone around it rethink the competition. And that is precisely why the world is watching Malaysia right now.